Thank you for joining us today for Studio 512. Right in the middle of the recent ice storm was National Plan a Vacation Day. We're doing some belated celebrating and potential planning with Marika Flatt and Maddie Hayes from Texas Lifestyle Magazine. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning, Rosie.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for being here. Maddie, we're coming to you first. This place isn't too far away from where we are right now. It's the Troubadour Festival coming up in Bryan.
Yes, I'm super excited about it. It's Texas' largest barbecue and country music experience, which who doesn't love country music and barbecue, right?
I did not know that it was the largest one, actually. Okay, nice to know that it's not too far away.
Yeah, and you get to sample unlimited barbecue from 30 of the best joints in all of Texas. And they have a lot of great artists coming, but the headliners are going to be Flatland Cavalry. And that is super exciting, and it's taking place on March 28th at Midtown in Bryan, Texas.
Okay, so not too far away. So if people are maybe starting to think about planning a vacation, this is maybe the time to do so.
And we can't forget about Robert Earl Keen.
Robert
He was
Earl
our
Keen,
very first
yes,
cover guy,
yes.
and he's also headlining.
Robert Earl Keen, Flatland Cavalry. We're also doing a giveaway.
Oh, yes.
So we need to stay tuned for that at Texas Lifestyle Mag.
Oh, that's lovely. Robert Earl Keen is forever tied into like my love story because it was one of the first concerts that my husband and I ever went to together. And it was his like, I'm not going to be touring anymore after this. And then look at him.
That's so exciting.
4 years later.
I know,
And
he's the Energizer Bunny.
he just won't stop going. But I mean, to the benefit of all of us who love to listen to him.
We love Robert Earl Keen.
He is absolutely fabulous
Yes.
live. So that's
Yes.
fantastic. Okay, let's talk about the Ruby Hotel and Bar in Round Rock because actually, Marika, I did a little coverage of them over New Year's, and I was able to get a look at some of their pictures. It looks like a really cool space.
It's my new favorite spot in Round Rock. I love it so much. I like to go for their happy hour. They have a fantastic happy hour Monday through Friday, 4 to 6. Live music on Friday and Saturday nights, which I love. And their little bar is so intimate and cozy. I just love it so much. Now, the hotel is right on Brushy Creek. Actually just a couple of blocks from Main Street, Round Rock, which has bars and restaurants as well.
Main Street, Round Rock.
Yeah,
So
and you
cute.
can walk there, but you could sit out with a cup of coffee in the morning. They have a cute pool right under the trees. And so you feel like you're just in such a little cozy place, but you're right there in the middle of Round Rock. So it's great for people all around the Austin area. If they just want, they have a package called Get Away and Decompress, which I love.
Me.
Yes. But
Please.
they have a Valentine package coming up, a romance package. And so I'm just in love with this place.
It is so cool that it's here. It's in the metro area.
Yes.
So what a nice place for a staycation, especially if you don't want to go too far, maybe for the holiday. I
Right.
like that.
Yes.
Okay, Jacksonville, Texas. Help me with my Texas geography. Where is that from here?
It's East Texas.
Okay.
And so here at Texas Lifestyle Mag, we don't talk about East Texas enough, I feel like. So Hotel Ritual just reopened last August after a fire.
I want to be in this room.
Okay, that's the Carriage House. I was just lucky enough last weekend to go to Hotel Ritual there. Whitney, the owner, is the hostess with the mostest. She actually went to medical school and then started learning about more Ayurvedic treatments. And so there's a spa here at Hotel Ritual. So it's a B&B, 7 rooms, some share bathrooms. You can see the pool and hot tub here. It's a place to just retreat and be quiet and get still. I love it so much. That's her, that's Whitney's mentality about Hotel Ritual. She has a little lunch spot in town.
Very cute.
Yes, it's called the Luncheonette. They make homemade ice cream, but by the way, do not leave without their strawberry cake. It is phenomenal. And right above the Luncheonette is a yoga studio. So they do yoga and sound bath and all of those types of really kind of like slowing down types of wellness activities. And so I love it. I will go back. Oh, and if you're lucky, you can get a piano performance from Parker, who is the resident piano prodigy, lots of P's. You can find him at Dr. Parkenstein on social media, but he is phenomenal.
I just think live piano playing adds such ambiance.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Oh, it's just so lovely.
wonderful.
Okay. And Grapevine, Texas. I was interested by this one as well.
Yes.
Again, not too far.
Not too far. So Grapevine is in the middle of the DFW Metroplex, but it feels like a tiny little town. And so it's very deceiving in that way. It's so cute. Just minutes from DFW Airport. But Main Street has a lot of shops and cute little restaurants, but Hotel Vin sits on Main Street. And it is the place to be. They have a restaurant that's very popular called Bacchus.
Looking at these dishes.
Delicious.
Oh, boy.
Yes, it's right there off the lobby. Popular with locals as well. They have a speakeasy called Magnum there. And then downstairs, they have a cute little wine bar called Cave Society that, Rosie, I had the coolest experience with wine education there. They have a thing called the glass tasting, and you taste the same wine in 4 different glasses, and it tastes different.
What?
In 4 different shaped glasses.
I know that like the swirling helps and the aeration helps and checking the legs, but like I have never once thought that
Yes.
glass might change the taste of wine.
Well, I felt like I was validated because I always say that you need a proper wine glass for wine. And so this experience showed me it really does matter.
Oh, it was a pat on the back
Yes,
for you.
yes.
Okay, I like
Yes.
that. All right, so some really cool stuff today. And of course, you guys are constantly coming out with new content. So if you wouldn't mind, Maddie, would you tell us about the Lone Star Lowdown?
Yeah, so that's going to be our bi-monthly newsletter, and it keeps you up to date with everything happening in Texas. It's our Lone Star Lowdown, and then to find it, you just go to our website, Texas Lifestyle Magazine, and it's in the top left corner. You can just click it to subscribe.
Super easy to subscribe, and then you get a wealth of information coming your
Yes.
way. That's
Yes.
right. And you guys, of course, are all doing all the, I'm going to call it hard work.
It's everything that makes living great in the Lone Star State.
Oh, lovely. Okay, thank you both so much.
Yeah,
Thanks,
of course,
Rosie.
thank you.
Of course. All right, read Marika and Crew's articles online and sign up for the Lone Star Lowdown. You heard about it here by going to texaslifestylemag.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Austin Face and Body. Joining us today is oculoplastic surgeon Dr. Sean Paul and plastic surgeon Dr. Chris Schneider from Austin Face and Body. They're sharing the latest on quantum RF treatments for skin tightening and face and body contouring. And so, Dr. Paul, we're going to come to you first. Quantum RF, what is it and what does it do for the face and the body?
Thanks for having us. Yeah, quantum RF is basically the newest, most innovative technology for skin tightening, and it's typically done as an adjunct to surgery or as a standalone treatment. Options we have are deep plain face and neck lifting, and then for patients that aren't quite ready for something as big as a full surgical procedure, quantum RF and other technologies like quantum RF in the same family, such as FaceTite or FaceTite Turbo, that's what we use to basically contour that skin.
Dr. Schneider, let's talk about what distinguishes quantum RF from traditional liposuction or other body contouring procedures.
Yeah, we're super excited to be able to offer quantum RF in our practice now. It's part of the newest platform called Ignite RF from InMode. And so quantum RF is different from liposuction because liposuction just removes that stubborn subcutaneous fat. It does nothing to tighten the skin. Quantum RF uses bipolar radio frequency to tighten the skin. And it may not replace some of those bigger excisional procedures like a tummy tuck, but it's a great option for patients where liposuction is not going to be enough to tighten the skin, and we can use that as an adjunct.
Good to know. Okay, what areas of the body can be treated with quantum RF?
Great question. So they have 2 platforms, one specifically for the face and one for the body. So face, neck, jowls, the submentum, which is that stubborn area right under the chin, and then really any part on the body. We can get some incredibly impressive results for body contouring on the abdomen. A couple of my favorite places to use them though are the upper arms and the inner thighs, very stubborn areas where skin laxity is a major problem.
And speaking of skin laxity,
Yes.
with the popularity of GLP-1s out there on the market, I know that people are losing weight, and that's maybe an exciting thing,
Yeah,
something that they've
definitely.
looked forward to for a very long time, but especially losing weight pretty quickly can lead to some of that skin laxity, right?
Absolutely. I mean, with sort of this newfound thought of taking back health and wellness, GLP-1s being at the center of that, we are seeing weight come off very quickly, which leads to skin laxity problems. So I think it's super important for patients to get in with a board-certified plastic surgeon to evaluate them anatomically to see if these procedures are right for them.
How can people arrange a consultation, get in touch with y'all?
Patients most commonly find us on social media, on Instagram at Austin Face and Body, and then our website is austinfaceandbody.com.
Sounds good to me. Doctors, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Learn more at austinfaceandbody.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Austin Face and Body. Welcome back, everybody. The Manual Focus Car and Art Show is happening this weekend over at East Austin's Distribution Hall. And here with everything you need to know are the co-founder of Manual Focus, Aaron Ross, as well as Andrew Manning with Manning Signs. They've got two very cool approaches to the things that are happening this weekend. And so the very first thing I want to say is good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely
Thank
to
you
have
for having us.
Of course. It's a really cool concept that we're going to talk about today. And since you are the co-founder, I'm going to come straight to you. But what we're going to let you do, my friend, is what you do best and get to work.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's see it.
He was like, I'd like to do the painting, a little less talking. All right, Aaron, tell us exactly what this show is and how it originated.
It's a car and art show. So we wanted to take a normal car show and kind of like bring in, people come to our shows all the time. We do a thing at Top Notch where they were shooting photos and taking video, and they were just posing. We're like, well, let's focus more on this. You go to car shows all the time, and we're just like, why can't we focus on the art side of it? People do all their different mediums, sculpture art, painting, photography, and we're just like, let's like emphasize that and not make it just about the cars and how much they cost and these things, and let's focus more on the community and the arts of it.
That's really cool, because when I asked you off camera about manual, you said it also includes like manual focus photography.
Yep. We wanted to focus on old cars and old cameras. And like old cars, you know, something you drove with a stick, and the same goes to camera, you used to manually focus. So it's kind of where the name came from, and that's kind of how we got here.
And it takes a lot of skill.
Yes.
I think when we talk about both of those things, because I will admit I can't even drive a stick shift.
We can work on that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, maybe if I visit. All right, how about the rundown of weekend events? It's going to be an exciting one.
It's going to be great. So Saturday, 11 to 8 all day, general admission. There is tickets. You can find it at manualfocusshow.com. We're going to have food. We're going to have a live DJ. We're going to have Andrew Manning live painting a car, a full-size car, like a real car.
That is amazing.
Yeah, we wanted to bring some of the art to life, because some of these artists have prepped for this for months. And we wanted to have something that's happening live, and Andrew has such a great resume in Austin, Texas. We figured this is the perfect person to, you know, show off what Austin has to offer.
So what do we have as far as a car? Are you telling me it's an old car that's been primed, maybe?
It's been prepped and ready. It is an old car, it's an old 85 Carrera or Porsche, and Andrew's kind of done some of the work already, but it'll be live hand painted all day tomorrow.
That is really, really cool. Nothing like seeing live painting, I think. Okay, tell me about group chat.
Okay, group chat. Group chat started as a group chat, like as it sounds. It was a group of friends driving old cars, and then we started to do a group night at Top Notch on Burnett Road, like the old famous, you know, Matthew McConaughey. And we just started doing this show, and it grew into what Manual Focus is. We just thought, hey, we need to focus more on what everyone's doing here, make it a little bit bigger thing, and you know, bring the community together. Austin has an insane car community in general, and so
I didn't know that.
It's huge. It's huge. So it's
wow.
great. Yeah.
Oh, I think about in my hometown it was Steak and Shake.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been growing up going to car shows since I was a kid. There's car shows at all the different old hamburger stands all across the country. And so we're just kind of continuing that.
I love that you're continuing the tradition.
Yep.
But actually your background is not in cars. You have a BMX background of all things.
Yes, I mean, cars has been throughout my entire life. My dad's a big car guy. BMX, yes, I rode BMX professionally for the last 18 years or so. That's how Andrew and I know each other. He's a skateboarder in town. So the whole action sports community really come together. There's a lot of art involved in action sports in general. And so Austin's one of the BMX mecca of the world, and the same goes for skateboarding. So we've been friends for 20 years, and it's kind of cool that we get to take this thing we loved, and it just changes a little bit into cars or painting or arts or whatever. You know, you do get older and the ground hurts a little bit more. So we all, you know, try and be a little bit safer and work on other stuff now.
Can I ask what you think the tie is there between kind of this art connection and kind of these more hardcore sports where you can rough up a knee or two?
I think sometimes people don't realize how much arts are in action sports in general. I mean, they're like, whether it's the way they dress to the graphic design artists that are making the skateboards and all those different things, like graphic design is a huge deal in all of action sports. I mean, I think that's why those things are like the leaders in the kid community, because these guys are, what would you say, tastemakers, or they're the guys making the trends. And so I think a lot of fashion in general comes from skateboarding and bike riding. And so, yeah, pretty
That's
cool.
really something I've never connected mentally before, but a really good point. Okay, we're going to stop you for a second, Andrew, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You're doing such beautiful work. Can you tell me a little bit about Manning Signs and how you got into this?
Sure. Manning Signs, we started in 2012. We offer traditional sign painting, commercial murals, and I feel like Austin, luckily I'm born and raised in Austin, but it's a really good city that appreciates the value of sign painting and murals.
Well, and you've got a couple of big ones that people might recognize.
Sure. Yeah, we did designed and painted the historic 6th Street mural there at I-35, and we have a field level mural at Austin FC at Q2 Stadium.
So cool. I'm going to let you get back to it because I'm hoping we're going to see the end of this maybe before the end of the segment.
Maybe, yeah.
Manual Focus, he is almost done there. So Aaron, you're also involved with Mantle Thermal House, Haus.
Yes.
Tell me what that is.
It's just a wellness spot on the east side on Manor Road. It's a cold plunge sauna, and then there's some other things inside, like, massages and other stuff like that. So just sort of one of those things, after years of getting beat up on bikes and skateboards, you kind of are, you're in the need, you need all these other things, especially as we get older. So.
As we get older, it turns out I can't sleep on the couch anymore and pop right back up and get right back to it. The knees are aching a little bit more and the back hurts.
Yes, and this whole group of guys that are putting on this car show, they're all old BMX riders.
Oh, cool.
And we did this, we were loading in until midnight last night, and everyone's busy, and then at the end of the night, they're all laying on the ground because their backs hurt. We're all beat up from riding bikes, so a good wellness center is very helpful.
Very helpful. You've kind of completed the circle for yourself. Very smart.
Selfishly, maybe it's just all the things I'm into,
Yeah, but it's helping other people too. So this weekend should be a feast for the eyes.
Yes.
Do people need tickets? How do we work that out?
Yes, there's tickets. You can buy tickets at the door. It's at Distribution Hall on 4th Street, downtown, just east of 35. And you can get tickets at manualfocusshow.com if you want to get them today, get them early. There'll be food on site. There'll be all kinds of stuff. There's a kids coloring table, so it's very family friendly. So come hang out.
That was actually a big question I had. Is some of this stuff is a little bit more adult, but it is a family friendly event.
It is family friendly. Don't let your kids touch the cars, but other than that, some of these cars are some of your favorite cars that you've seen on posters in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And thank you to the owners for letting us use them. But but kids are more than welcome. There's gonna be food from Philip Spear, so there's a lot of food.
I have to ask, any cars that have the doors that open like wings?
Yes.
That's my favorite
The most
part.
famous 80s car will be there.
The DeLorean?
No, not the
Okay, I
DeLorean.
was like-
There is some DeLorean artwork on the wall. But there is the Lamborghini Countach, which is the
So cool.
the wing doors are there. So.
Okay, and Andrew, I'm going to have you step away just real quickly so our audience can see.
Look at that.
Beautiful. Look at what you got
Hey.
done in just a space of about 5 minutes. You really are a master at what
Thank
you
you.
do. You guys, thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
I really appreciate it. For more information, visit manualfocusshow.com or follow along on social media at Manual Focus Show. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Milestone Community Builders. Milestone Community Builders is offering new homes in a master plan community called Persimmon in Buda. Jared Glazer is here to tell us more. Jared, talk to me about what people are loving about Persimmon so far.
There's a lot to love about Persimmon, but I think the first thing you have to talk about is location. There's just no new home construction where we are, 2 to 3 minutes from downtown Buda. We're building a master plan community that's going to have over 2,000 home sites with gorgeous trail systems with 10-foot wide sidewalks that will eventually connect to Violet Crown Trail. We have direct connectivity to 1626 by the I-45 connector. And once I-45 eventually expands, it's going to connect to I-35. So incredibly convenient for those that have to commute.
So cool, and eventually it's going to be 2,000 houses as
That's
well.
right. Over 2,000 homes will be here.
So a wonderful neighborhood to call home. Let's talk about what the next few weeks and months have in store for Persimmon, because you guys are moving quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity here. I mean, we're talking the first week of February. We have landscaping and utilities going in. In about 4 to 5 weeks, we're going to have our first residents moving in and closing on their homes. On Friday nights, we're having little happy hours at our sales office here, where people can come and kind of get to know members of the Persimmon team.
And why is now a great time to buy, especially as things are still getting going?
We're offering pre-sale pricing right now. Like, there's never going to be a time where you can get a better price for a home in Persimmon. But I think we're so in the early stages where people can select from a wide variety of lots with green belts, access to some of those amenities referring to earlier. And I think the big benefit of buying with somebody like Milestone in new home construction is we're offering incredible incentives that allow people to sort of buy down their interest rates or minimize their closing costs, stuff that you can't really get out of a resale opportunity. So the timing is really perfect this month for people to buy at Persimmon.
Talk to me a little bit about the uniqueness of the homes that are going in here. Different floor plans, all sorts of different ideas.
Yes, we offer a very wide variety of floor plans here, well over a dozen. They were all specifically designed for this community. Lots of natural light, options between 1-story plans, 2-story plans, different life stages that our buyers are in, ranging from about 1,800 square feet all the way up to 3,600 square feet. Designed for different size lots, because I alluded to earlier, there's a lot of choice in terms of what kind of lot you want to live on. And we're going to be moving into our model park at the end of the month, where people are going to get to actually walk through some of our floor plans and get a taste for what we're able to offer here.
That sounds amazing. All right, Jared, thank you so much, and good luck with all the work ahead.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
The Persimmon sales office is open 7 days a week. Stop by in person or go to mymilestone.com to learn more. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Milestone Community Builders. Welcome back, everybody. The big game is coming up this weekend, and our resident foodie, Ali Khan, is in the studio today with tips on how to throw a ball and how to enjoy the best part of the tailgate, which is the grub, of course. Ali,
Yes.
good morning.
So, I have to say, this comes from many years of failed conversions, if you will, if you catch my football reference. So you have people over, it's a big game, and people are like, are you going to watch the game? Because I'm sitting there in front of the Weber grill flipping a turkey wing or whatever I thought would be delicious that day. So I just thought, you know what? Why not leave the cooking to the pros so you can actually enjoy the big game? So, takeout is the new dine-in.
I love that. Okay, and we're starting with a place that I think would be synonymous as far as food goes with Americana. It's pizza. We're
Yes.
talking feral pizza.
Oh yeah, talk about I'm watching football today.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my job. You want to have literally the box of pizza right there. So Farrell's literally one of my new food crushes, let alone pizza crushes. It's a trailer. It's over on that Hyde Park North Loop area.
Okay.
And they make what I think is best described as football pizza.
It's big pies.
16-inch pie. They use an electric oven, so it doesn't have too much flop. This is not that Neapolitan fancy pizza. It's football pizza. And honestly, I think you should get the Supreme, which has the pepperoni, the sausage, and the roasted peppers. It's all loaded. But do not sleep on the tomato pie. It's uncannily delicious. It is cheeseless, except for a dusting of pecorino. But I promise you, I was mind blown about how tasty it was. And it's a 16-inch pie for $15. The Supreme's $25. These are good prices, Rosie.
They are
These are good prices.
Nowadays, these are great prices.
2026 Austin, Texas. We were talking a little offline earlier. You'd be surprised what we're paying for food truck stuff.
I paid $50 at a food truck yesterday. And I about cried, quite frankly.
It's a lot.
The food was delicious, but we are still looking for deals, and I know that's where you can help us out.
Exactly.
Okay, La Plancha, you say
Yes.
this is kind of a secret.
I think so. It's a little sleeper spot. Look, when you think about Mexican and kind of a quick service restaurant, it's usually tacos, right? Well, La Plancha does tortas. I'm pretty sure I've talked about them on the show before.
So the sandwiches.
Yeah, yes, the sandwiches. And here's the thing. Tacos don't travel so bueno, but tortas do. You
That's a
know?
good point.
And they do like a whole catering option if you want to go that route, or you can just pick up a couple tortas to go. And they do a lot of fun stuff. Like right now they're doing a chicken Caesar Milanese torta, plus like brisket. They do a carnitas one. They have one called Three Little Pigs. It's like got every little piggy on there. Carnitas al pastor, I think ham on there too. But they're great, really good sized tortas. They travel. I just say with all these places, pick up that phone, you know, place I'd order soon. But I think it's just great because they travel.
Good idea to like chop them into smaller little bite-sized
100%.
handhelds, and then
Yeah.
people can try a bunch of different things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think half is kind of plenty. I've said that before, and then I eat the whole damn thing. But yes.
All right. Well, this next place is a place that I suggest to people every single time I've got a newcomer in Austin, which like through this show we get a lot of. It's Loro because
Yes.
it's Franklin meat
Yeah.
done in an Asian fusion style, and they've got frozen gin and tonics, and those are absolutely delicious.
It's like literally such a fun, I think a very classic Austin restaurant. I mean, two Austin chef heavyweights, and it's chill. It's not like Uchi or the time investment of Franklin Barbecue. It's an easy lift.
Good ambiance.
Oh yeah, it's super. I mean, it's just basic. It's like Austin. You know what I mean? As vibrant as a bar. They're doing these like big packages. You get like a whole rack of ribs, wings, pulled pork sliders, chips and queso, the corn fritters, and all of it has like this Asian flair. Like the wings have this like miso blue cheese dipping sauce.
That's good.
And like it's like $200 and it feeds 4 to 6, which is not that bad. Cut to your
Especially because
experience
you're
at
going
the
to be
food
eating
truck.
all day.
Exactly.
Those corn fritters, by the way, are one of my favorite things at
There
Loro.
you go.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that we talk about Roots Chicken Shack, which I haven't
Yes.
been to.
Roots Chicken Shack. So this is what's crazy. In the HEB on Mueller is a little food court, right? Maybe a couple little eateries. The HEB barbecue is a real sleeper too, but we'll have to get into that on a future app. But Roots Chicken Shack is run by Tiffany Derry, who is a food TV celebrity.
I know who you're
star.
talking about,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. So she has her version of her fried chicken joint, fried in duck fat, in Austin, in the freaking HEB Mueller food court. And she does like a pretty good job with doing like chicken tenders like by bulk, like catering order. And like, I swear to God, I did the pricing. It's right on par with Raising Cane's. So if you're,
No way.
you're literally gonna be like Raising Cane's, which my son loves, there's that. Or literally a James Beard nominated like celebrity chef cooking chicken strips in duck fat. You can pick your poison.
I think that sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in our last minute here.
Yes.
You've got a lot going on right now. We've
Yeah.
got some things that are going up on our app
Yes.
that you are doing.
Right
and
here.
Yeah, and not only that, but dad podcasting as well.
Dad podcast is happening, and then, you know, it's kind of funny because, you know, I've always had that theme of mine of like, you know, where is food and value, and that's something I've really been trucking along over on YouTube, and it's really turned into this series called Worth It. And yeah, I actually, you know what's crazy? I never tried the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich.
Uh-huh.
I was like the last person on planet Earth to try it. You know?
Second to last.
You've not had it
I
either?
haven't had it.
I finally had it, and that was my latest video, and it's just started this whole Worth It series because obviously food's a lot more expensive these days, and I feel like that's the best way to judge all this stuff. And that's why I honestly like Barrel Pete's. I'm telling you, the tomato pie, it's
I've
official,
never
it's
thought
worth
about
it.
just like pure tomato on it. Okay, so delicious.
It's so
Okay.
delicious.
Well, you got to trust him because this guy knows what he's doing. Allie, thank you so much. And I hope you have a great time at the big game.
The big game!
Let's
Go!
do it.
Go Seahawks.
We wish it was KC, but it's not.
That's
For
true.
more details on Allie's tips and trips, visit AllieConEats.com.
The Lincoln Lawyer, you guys, one of my favorite shows on Netflix, is back for season 4, and lead actor Manuel Garcia Ruffalo joins me now. Hi, Manuel. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, you know what I love about The Lincoln Lawyers? I feel like it really elevates itself season after season, of course, based on the book series. But what I love about season 4 is that Mickey Holler is put on full display. We see him in full human form. What was it like for you really kind of having to tap into maybe his most vulnerable state yet within the show?
Yeah, it was so fun as an actor to explore that side of him. To go and explore a little darker side, heavier. This season is more feels, and it's more, it's more emotional. Not just what Nick is going through, but what happens with other characters. So yeah, it felt heavier to, and it was fun to go and explore that side of him as an actor. Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. And I think something else the Lincoln Lawyer does really well is keeps this really strong legal drama at the forefront while also tackling a lot of these kind of real life, real world issues. We see sobriety tackled, co-parenting, addicts. We see, issues within the justice system. What is it like kind of having to, bring these real life issues into the fold of the show?
I don't know. It just makes them. I think that's why people relate to the show a lot. It makes it more real, more realistic. And yeah, sometimes reality uh, surpasses fiction. So yeah, I think there's so much to explore, and especially in a city like Los Angeles, that so many things are happening, the diversity, whatever. But yeah, I think it just brings more reality to it.
One of the things that I think fans really love about how this show is taken on kind of your romantic life is obviously the kind of ongoing will they or won't they with Maggie, Nev Campbell's character. So, what is it like kind of getting to build up that tension with her on and off every season?
I love it. I honestly, it's one of my favorite scenes because it's when he's more real. Mickey's was he's not portraying somebody, he's always like this character that he can do everything. But when he's with Maggie, he's like really naked or disarmed. He can't. It's his pure self with her. So I really enjoy, and she's such a great actor. She's so present, and she has this vulnerability that really draws through you, and yeah. And I love it because people are always stopping like, when are they coming back, Mickey and Maggie? And I don't know. It's such a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, truly, I would agree. Now, what would you say maybe you admire most about Mickey Haller?
What do I admire most?
Mm-hmm.
Oof, I think I don't know. His this sense that he's always looking. But he's always looking for truth no matter what, and he always going for to defend that no matter what. His ability to juggle with so many obstacles at the same time, and I think he thrives under pressure and he's on chaos. He has so many qualities.
So many things to love, right? Now, obviously, season 4 is about to premiere, but we know that it's already been renewed for season 5. So, how excited are you that's coming back for another season that you keep getting to tell Mickey's story on the screen?
So excited! I really love not just the character, but the team, the actors. Most of the crew is the same in every season, so it's become like a family, and just happy that people are still enjoying it. And
yeah, I love it. Well, I'm so excited for everyone to see season 4 on Netflix, Lincoln Lawyer. Check it out now. We can't wait for season 5. Manuel, thank you so much and everything you've been doing for the character of Mickey Haller.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Dentech. The football season may be over, but for some fans, the stress is still very real. From second-guessing lineups to reliving close losses, fantasy football can stick with you long after the final game is played. A recent stunt by Dentech is putting a spotlight on just how far that stress can follow fans, even into sleep. Take a look.
For many football fans, the season may end on game day, but the stress can linger. During Big Game Week, Dentec, the #1 over-the-counter nighttime dental guard brand, used humor to highlight how fantasy football pressure can last well beyond the season. In San Francisco, Dentec revealed the winner of its fantasy football punishment, naming Colorado-based fan CJ Kempler as the lowest scoring player of the season. His penalty? A giant banana statue built to look like him. A lighthearted way to cap off a season of tough calls and last place finishes.
Never fun to come in last, but I think it's going to remind me more of this event and the stuff surrounding it than the season.
NFL long snapper John Weeks helped host the event, adding a player's perspective.
Stress is a huge factor in our game. Guys are stressing all the time. I know that sometimes my wife, when she stresses, she can grind her teeth. And I know Dentec's something that can help with that.
Pro Football Hall of Fame cornerback Rondé Barber says that pressure is all too familiar.
Once you leave that field, whether you've played good or bad, you know you got to get up and do it again the next day. Those type of pressures constantly stick with you.
For some fans, that stress shows up in unexpected ways. A recent Dentec poll found more than half of fantasy football players say season stress has kept them up at night, and more than 2/3 report jaw pain or clenching or grinding their teeth. Dental professionals say stress is a common cause of nighttime teeth grinding, which is why the Dentec line of nighttime dental guards for teeth grinding is designed to be worn while sleeping. Timed to Big Game Week, Dentec says the activation is meant to spark conversation, reminding fans that while fantasy football is meant to be fun, the stress can follow them long after the season ends. For more information, visit dentec.com.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Dentec. We have a lot of fun here on Studio 512. If you missed any of our great segments, be sure to check out our website where we like to post the fun things we do. Our feed covers content like arts and entertainment, food and drink, fashion and beauty, home and garden, stuff for kids and pets, as well as information from area experts. In addition, you can check out web-exclusive content that you can only find on Studio512TV.com. We also love to post behind-the-scenes funny moments, outfit inspirations, and more on social media. Find us by searching for Studio 512 on your favorite platform. You don't want to miss a single post. Be sure to follow us, check out our website, and watch us every weekday at 11 a.m. right here on CW Austin.